Alright, so it's been a little while since I shot some of the first video. The blow-by this thing has, I'm pretty sure, I got a pretty good idea it's a blown head gasket. But I do want to fix it. However, I also need to get this machine, like, running. I actually want to start using this thing. So, I got this. It's a Predator 212cc. I believe that's a 208cc. So, shouldn't be too big of an issue to swap them. Now, in other notes, my plethora of torn apart 12 horse here, I finally got some parts in. So, if you remember, the top of the piston on this one just, I don't know what did. So, I bought a brand new piston. New rings. Where'd the rest of my box go? So this is all 12 horse parts. Breather assembly, breather tube, the front counterbalance, cover gasket. Oh, what else have I got? So that's all 12 horse stuff. I believe is throw it away. That's the fuel pump. This is a fuel pump. Plugs or condenser points, throttle cable, and carburetor kit for my 410 Alice Chalmers. So I finally got some parts in, and most of these were ordered like 6-8 months ago. And then somewhere else, in amongst all of my mess here, don't judge me, clean bench is a sign of a sick mind. I've also got 6 rear axle seals for 3 of the tractors, so we will be putting them in. But today is this thing. So what I'm gonna do, I gotta get this motor released, which it fastens from underneath. So I basically to pop this thing, looks like I should be able to pop. Oh, it's full of all kinds of goodness. So I gotta pop this cover off, and I should be able to get underneath to get that motor loose. So I'm gonna get that cover off. I'm gonna pop this. Oh God, we're making a mess. All right, musty one. Sometimes you cannot put them over on their snout because that was coming right out the oil fill. Nice mess, wonderful. All right, so I'm gonna get this cover off, get that cover off, get the bolts out from underneath this thing, and attempt to do something. Probably gonna be wrong, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna back you up a little, maybe attempt to give you a better vantage point. No promises. see, probably nothing. Alright. There we go, we'll see if we can tip you over there. Alright. Bending ore's not good. I'm definitely gonna knock them over there. That's alright. So. I'm gonna just struggle around here a little. Oh, if you hear that noise in the background, it's my little radiant heater over here. The fact that I can still see my breath in here, I do apologize for the noise of it, but you're going to have to put up with it, as I ain't turning it off. I'm going to take this pulley. Well, I was going to attempt to pull you off. Right. Alright. Let's get some oil dry on that before I track it everywhere. Alright. There's a bolt in the end of the crankshaft which holds these pulleys on. Which may have been on there last night. I suppose bring you over here, get you right in the middle of the road where I'm trying to work. So you still can't see a stinking thing. So that's the bolt that I'm getting out. Which I have to add out. It might have had a little spring pressure under it. Dummy. Alright. Now. Oh, I think that's going to work out lovely. So now, I should measure this one compared to that one. That's the crankshaft pinball. Now, get myself around you. I mean, we don't need a perfect measurement on this, but we need it close enough to make sure it's going to work or not. And I'm going to just keep you all over the place. That looks like it's about the same. No, this one even comes with a key already in it. All I'm trying to do is get an estimate, a rough guesstimate right at the moment of whether that looks like it might be identical. It looks like it's identical. So that's good. It's got the same mounting flange on it. Good. I need more key stock. I always use key stock. And you can't even, why in the heck, did you look what I'm doing? Looking over there, what the heck are you looking at? So, this one has got a built-in key in it. I just want to make sure that's going to work out perfect. Alright, so now, get that back cover off. So, alright, get loose. So, the nice thing is, this shaft length, that shaft length are identical. And looking, I get this plate off, but they both run that 4-bolt flange there. I don't think this can be bad at all. Alright. Get this. Attempt to get this motor off of this. Snowblower. Alright. Well, we know we can't. Would you sit still? Ah, you got it? Some pants or something? Seriously. Fine. Oh. So, basically, I believe that this new motor, the Predator, is 6.5 horse. I'd say this is rated like, and there's literally, yeah, right here, it says 208 cc, 212. They're pretty much identical. I suppose, let me stick the snowblower a little bit. Turn it all sorts of directions. Because, you know, it's easier to move the snowblower than it is to use it. Can you see anything? No, you're looking the wrong way. God, would you just like... Ah. always looking the wrong way. Alright. My tools. It's harder than an old fat man. And it wants to be at an angle. Of course. Alright. We can do this. Adapt and overcome. That's what they're always telling me. I don't know whether I'm adapting or overcoming, but I'm attempting to do something. That's another one for here. That was broke off. Alright. Get on that one. Alright, why in the heck didn't you tell me to bring that box down here? It'd be a lot easier to work on stuff. Alright, it is starting to warm up a little bit here. Still not exactly warm. I mean, I can still see the breath. But that old men like me have lots of insulation. Sure. You know what? I don't care about this motor all that much right now. That's disgusting. Alright. Oh. No, that's not. There may have been a critter or two up in there. Alright. You know what? If we was smart, and I'm talking about you, not me, because we know I'm smart. Not really. Alright, if I was smart, I'd just drain the oil out of this stupid thing. So I can flip it up on its nose, release them 4 bolts from underneath the motor, and let it drop out on the ground. Let's do that. Let's attempt to do that. What time is it? Might have to go back inside. It's been 20 minutes. Be back. Alright, I want to know the sadistic SOB that made this setup. How in the heck? I don't see. I can't put anything underneath. Alright, I need to have something flat to put under there. Okay. I don't think that's going to work either. That ain't going to work. What sick son of a pup come up with this idea? So now I gotta figure out. I don't have one of them bendy fundles, which would be really nice. There's some way to. Alright, I'll figure out something here in a second. I'll get this thing draining. As I say, adapt and overcome. That's literally its own tailplate. And it's dribbling all over the floor as well. So I guess that wasn't as great of an idea. Well, I don't have anything better. I guess we're going to just attempt to make a great big mess on the floor. We'll clean it up later. Alright, so I would definitely never have spilled half a gallon of oil on my shop floor, or my garage floor, from trying to drain that thing. No, wouldn't happen. But don't worry. I have no floor drain for it to drain into, so we're all good. This will all get shoveled up, put into a garbage bag, sent on the garbage truck, and buried in a landfill properly. So we're all good. Alright, so this thing is now hopefully drained enough I can tip it on its nose without running oil everywhere. I guess we're going to find out. Because I'm out of oil dry, I'm going to need to get some more. Yep. Come on. Oh! Oh, for God's sake. I said move. Okay, well, we're just going to put you right over the great big humongous oil stain already. So if you do like lose some, well, you're already there. Alright, so what do I got here? Bring you up here. So, alright, it would seem like somehow or another I hit the unrecord button and you missed all of the excitement of me pulling them 4 bolts out of the bottom. Sorry, you missed all that excitement. I'm not bolting it back up. The fact that the motor hasn't dropped, you didn't miss much. So, here we go. Pretty simple. Motor go bye-bye. Alright. Let's set that back down for a moment. You come back here. Yeah. Sit there. Now, I should. Maybe I will. Clean this up a little. I'm not ready. Send you a straw, a brake clean. It won't work on the brake clean. And why are you staring at me? God dang it, would you stare at what I'm... Would you look at what we're doing here? Well, now you're staring at the door. Just cleaning this up. Not getting super fancy about it. Look at that. All right. Hey, you. Disgusting. Hey, quit stealing my stuff. Grabbing a little spring. Okay, look at there. All right. Now, if we put this little up there. I need to find bolts a little bit longer than that. Alright, I'm going to go find bolts. You can just hang out here for a little bit. Alright, you know the old buckles bolts you always like leave laying around? That's why. I think we got what I need. And I even got some new lock washers. So, this ought to be fun. So I got to figure out how to shimmy a bolt up through here, wet this motor down, and get a nut on it. Alright. So, first thing to do is put your butt on the closed door. Ah. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is that Should I be possibly lucky enough? Where's my back? Let's go. Look at that. It actually grabs. Wondering how much it's going to give me though. I'll do. I would try it. Looks like there might. I don't know. Don't look like maybe it was drilled all the way through. We'll see if it's enough to make it some threads. If not, we got extra stuff, right? Alright. Now, still comes back. That one started. Dang, that one did too, it looks like. Alright. So, I had to attempt to tighten them up. I think maybe we can use part of the old bolt. Ah. Oh, goodness gracious. Tough getting old. Have to get up and down off the ground. Alright. Oh, hey, that was my ear. What the heck are you doing? Smack me right in my ear. Alright. So, we're going to attempt to tighten them up a little bit. I don't want to tighten them up too much, but I want my mouth that motor is preferably not going to fall out. Those are definitely sucking in there. Alright, so now this should not have. Pretty sure this engine should be dry. There. Yeah. Alright, so I don't have to worry about dumping the roll all over the place with this one. Got one bolt tight. So it looks like two of the original motor mounts basically will thread up into that aluminum housing, base plate, which makes that a lot easier. There we go. Alright. No. Looks like that for right now. I'm going to take this one up just a smidgen. that one holding where we can get some of these in. Beautiful. Ah. Just close. Use 3/8 bolts, which and I don't want to tighten these bolts all the way up until I get all 4 of them in. Make sure we can position that motor where we need to. I think it's alright. I don't think it can really move around much. Because the old motor basically, I think those are 10mm bolts, being 3/8. So if anything, I think these are a little bit bigger. Nicely, this is just like literally lining in with the bolt in, which is nice. Ah! Plug and play. Plug and play. Decide whether we need to, what we need to do with this other one over here. Or suck it. Hello. The 13th. Oh, well. Alright. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I told you about getting old. Start losing your mind. Alright, well that one came down tight, so I'm not messing with it. Actually, so did that one. So, I'm more than tickled pink with that idea. Alright, now we set him down. And out of the road. Come on. Alright. I probably should have put that that stupid bottom cover on? Why didn't you tell me that? Alright. Yep, might as well back up. Sit up here. Alright. Wipe our oil off, but when we tried to use this as a drain funnel, didn't work. Well, now it's protected. You and you're looking around at everything but what you're supposed to be. No wonder you never get anything done. What the heck are you looking at? Alright. So, we're putting the bolt back in this belly cover. Seems to make more sense to do it while it's tipped up with no oil. Ah! Snowblower. Idea don't tighten these all the way up. Sometimes you got to make these little torques go where you need them to. Now we can set him down. And now, right again, you're right in the road. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now I think, what are you looking at now? Why are you staring off into space? Is my toolbox that interesting? No, not really. Working right down in there. How much can you see? How much garbage can I get in the road? Alright. So, we're just gonna put this thing back on. annoyed with ourselves. Actually, it has to be off. Get this guy on. So my idea is, these are just the belts on it. Flip the stupid thing in place, which is probably going to be anything but right. Oh, there we go. You know, it was easier. Alright, so now, will that crankshaft snout bolt work? Is the crankshaft even drilled? Yes, it is. Not for this bolt. Alright. Well, I may have to find a different bolt. Son of a bolt. Same thread. I wonder. Should have something there. One here. Gotta get that off anyway. Now I gotta do is just find a bolt. It's that size. It's fine thread. Wonderful. I'll be back if I find a bolt. Alright, so the end of that crankshaft is tapped 5/16 24, which is a fine thread 5/16 bolt. Don't have one. So what I did, on the bolt 5/16, it was longer than what I needed. Marked it out. Just whack it off. Figure out about how many threads I should have. Attempt to find a marking stick that might work in this weather. Get the part. So if we tap down to there, it should be gold. Now, all right, so this morning I had to run down, get another bolt. 5/16 by 24, in other words, fine thread. And that wasn't quite tapped. It was tapped to about there, and it was bottoming out on my crankshaft, so I just tapped it a little bit further. And I'm gonna hope that does the trick. We get, now when I measured that, it said it was exactly 3 inches. This is a 3-inch bolt, so what I'll do is a bit of a spacer just to lengthen out a smidge. I'm gonna run 2 flat washers on it and see if that'll tighten up. If we go the right way. There we go. So that's done. Now, guys, that just leaves this little guy to put on. Somehow. Oh, no it doesn't. Hang on. Almost messed up. Hang on. I gotta get this other bracket off this other motor. Be right back. Pasted it. Alright. Just a belt guard. But it has to go on there, which of course is gonna probably be a pain in the butt. Because I should have probably put it on first, but now we're funning that. And basically that's slotted, so shouldn't have too much problem making it work. If we can get the little fingers in where they need to go. It'd be easier said than done. Sometimes to do. Too deep. Alright. Should probably put that on before I put the pulley on. I ain't taking the pulley off now. Where there's a will, there's a way. Push the belt down in. A bit shorter extension. A little bit shorter of an extension. Got room there. Get this. There's my box of bolts that I tripped over and dumped everywhere. There's probably the ones I need. What do you know? I'm hoping none of the 2 bolts. Seems like it needs a little longer bolt to go through, so I think we got it made. If I can remember where I put everything. Half-inch. There. Honestly, unless you knew any better, yeah, I don't even think you could tell that that was a replacement motor. This one, where'd that big bolt go to? Okay. That was this one. Yep. Alright, I think all we got left, put some Earl in it. Could be easier said than done. Alright. So, I'm positive that you could write the world's longest book, according to Guinness Book of World Records, on the subject of oil. No matter what I tell you on this, I'm going to be wrong. Just everybody has their own opinion and their own way of doing things, which is fine. Absolutely fine. What I'm going to tell you is what I was taught a very long time ago, back in the 80s when I was in high school going through small engines. This is a non-pressurized lubrication system. How do you tell the difference of whether you have a pressurized or non-pressurized oiling system? Very simple. You have an oil filter. This doesn't have an oil filter. Just a splash system. What I was taught and what I have done for the last almost 40 years, small engines that are non-pressurized get, now this is of course Briggs & Stratton, get a straight single weight oil, 30, 20. Up north, back when I lived in Montana, in the wintertime we would actually change out, for 20 weight oil, make it a little bit easier to start in the winter, when you're 50 some below zero. Here I run straight 30 weight, change the oil out every 50 hours or seasonally. So in other words, this snowblower should be changed out either this spring when I get done using it or next fall before I start it up again, is my preference of how to do it. I'm not telling you how to do yours. Don't even think that is what this is. You do what works for you. I was taught, why do you use a single weight oil in these smaller pressurized systems, I was always taught the fact that a single weight oil has better suspension capabilities than what a multi-viscosity oil, 1020 or 1030, 1040, being that they can actually go thinner as it gets colder. They have a tendency to drop the contaminants in the pans and whatnot, and do not suspend, you know, your contaminants in the oil as well as what a single weight oil does. That's what I was taught. So, like I say, I'm not telling anybody how to do it, what to run. You run what, you know. I know guys that run, you know, multi-viscosity in these, and I know a lot of newer machines actually will take multi-viscosity. I'm used to a lot of the older stuff, and I was always taught single weight oil, mostly 30. Oh. And I was also taught that when it overflows, it's full. So, well, it's definitely full. I wonder if it's like a Detroit. If there ain't oil on it, there's not oil in it. Make a little bit of a mess there, but should check, make sure this side's tight. Get another rag. And then we will see how our I'm not going to get super concerned about this. I just don't want it to accidentally seep through that cover and get all over the belt, because it'll start slipping. Alright, so now, and I got oil for other projects, which is always nice. Let this kind of oil seep into that rag, and there's a bunch of still magic right there, so I think put some gasoline in this thing, which I just so happen to have a little bit of here. What's she say? This brand new motor still shouldn't say anything. Let her just pop to life. Sure you're still recording? Yes, you are. All right. The nice thing with this being a snowblower, I don't have to worry about throttle controls and everything. So, choke. Throttle. chosen which ones to choke. Get ready. Alright, let's start next run. That's all. Alright, try two. To die every time I idle back. No go on the impeller. Pop something loose. Put something in wrong. Should be my line. Probably got a tensioner on the wrong side of the belt or something. Or I gotta adjust the belt or something. Alright, let me adjust this thing up. Alright, so this is what we're adjusting. I don't know how you're supposed to adjust it, but that's what adjusts that down there. What I'm gonna do is basically you hold that. And if you go the right way, make sure you got a bunch more. Oh, and then make sure you slip off. This is about the easiest thing in the world to do. Right. Compared to brain surgery. That cranked out of the road for a minute, and I'm probably turning this thing the wrong way. Alright. Try that and see if that one will work. Here by the 12 horse. I might have to adjust that just a smidgen more. There we go. That'll keep that adjustment. We'll go ahead and put this cover back on. And now that muffler's hot, I don't want to get right around it. Alright. But now, there we go. But, are we done? No, we are not done. We got a cap to put on it. How fancy is that? There's some stuff. There's some more stuff. There's a plethora of stuff. Ooh, nuts and bolts, we can lose them. More stuff. Alright, what was it got to say here? Guide gear, snowblower cab. Okay. It basically gives us very little information as to how we're supposed to do this. So, good. I like figuring stuff out. So, let us put you someplace, preferably right in front of the snowblower. And you can watch me put this stupid thing together. Why? Why not? Right? You can stay on that. You might stay there. Alright. So what does it say? How did you do? No, just a tip. Assembling the mounting bar. Start by inserting the mounting bars D1 and D2 into each other. Oh, sweet. Now we gotta be able to read and figure out extra letters and numbers, and let's say that's side to side. This looks like it might be D1 and D. Holy God, do you think they got enough zip ties on that thing? Goodness gracious. Zip tied cord pot paid, but I probably paid 90% of the cost of this thing is just zip ties. Alright, 24 years later, I might get all the zip ties off this thing. I guess you could say it's well packaged. Too bad they weren't reusable, huh? I wouldn't have to buy zip ties for a year. Yeah, just throw that anywhere. Throw those anywhere too.
Alright, Sonny, I finally got the first one off.
Oh, that's C. You want to know? Wait a minute, that's C and that's A. We're supposed to do D. 1 and 2. That's not even D. Which one's this? That's B and A. I guess maybe those, no, we don't need those right away. So are these? Don't have nothing on them. Alright, now wait a minute. It says the ones with the... I wonder if that's just the... Oh, that's gotta be right. It says D, 1 and 2, and they're marked A, B, C, and D. So, let's see here. A with A. How about that idea? I'll bet you anything it goes A with A. Yes, sirree, Bob. I'd say Bob's your uncle, but Bob was my uncle. So, I mean, I suppose Bob could be your uncle too. But Bob was my uncle. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. And today on YouTube, I watched a fat man bend over. It was pretty entertaining. There we go. We got something put together. I have no place to put any of this garbage. I need my coffee. It's already cold. And missing. Here it is. Found it. Still cold. Alright. Now it looks like they done want us to mount it to this before we do anything else. Which I suppose makes sense instead of having to try to hoist the whole stupid thing up here. There those. I'll figure out what we're going to do. Might be able to swing outside of it. We need these. And that one. And that one there. Rip the bag open. It's a simple bag. Yep. Sit there. Sit there. Okay. Put you on the hot exhaust. That'll work. Let's get all these little nice little black nuts out of here because you know we're going to lose those. Oh look, got a nice open door right here. It's in there so I can lose this load. Alright, so we're going to do it on the what the heck do I want that done? On the upright. That's going to be a bit. I might be able to put them there. Down here, unless I want to put it down here, and that's, I don't think it goes down that low. I mean, it's supposed to try. I don't know how tall this thing's going to be. So 1, 2, 3. No, we could do. By golly gee whittakers, I think I got maybe an idea here. Don't tell anybody. We're going to take one of these here. Looks like it takes 2 of these. It takes 2 of those. Oh my goodness gracious. You got to get me. These are not meant to be put together at 30 degrees. Oh, let's see what's going to put down on there. Alright. Alright. Wonder. Yeah, look, pretty much the same size. Alright, now. Oh, look at that. I got it away. Take the second one. And we put this together in such a way that we bend the heck out of it. So it'll never be usable. Alright. So now, figure this. Down here. I'm short, but I think that might be a little bit too low. So I want to talk to you. All right. So we've got to figure out where exactly we want this thing for height. I don't think it can be just, yeah. Maybe if I, wait a minute, how is that? Which one is this? I think maybe if we do that. Alright, so this is going to have to kind of go there. It's going to just get by. We want that to actually be better. Go this way. That, and this one goes in this one, sandwich it like that. You guys getting an idea what I'm doing here? Are you figuring me out yet? If you are, could you please tell me, because I ain't figuring me out yet. If I go up any higher, I'm gonna be into that single thickness where the extension is, and it basically shows like putting this thing on right below this bar. I think. If not, it's good, doesn't it? Alright. What did I do? Let's flip these down just a little bit. They're not. There's one. A little bit. I don't want the thing just flopping around in the breeze, okay? Yeah, that's what I want. I think. Now it should be able to still flop around in the breeze. Alright. So, put that up there like that. Anybody want to bring me a bigger garage? We greatly appreciate it. Just did. Alright. Alright, get on the other side. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Better not be telling me that. So, told you. Lose the nuts. Alright. Yep. Alright. Put that one there. We're going to get every cable caught in it that we possibly can. This goes on like that. And that's gonna start Why did you leave my impact over there? I can't trust you guys would do anything for me, can I? Goodness gracious. Alright, I don't want to tighten it much because I still want to be able to flip this up. Like, yay. I don't necessarily care if it's 100% square because it's snowblower. It's not a building. the destructions. So now, it looks like, so how does that, oh yeah. See now, when I stand in here, it's not quite coming back as far as I'd like, but you know what? If you don't have a face full of snow coming at you on your snow blowing, that's amazing as far as I'm concerned. Alright, back to their 10,010 zip ties again. Come the right orientation. Alright. Yeah, that won't be too bad. Mainly keep the snow coming from the front. That's the worst part. Sides, not nice, but you get more of it from the front than anything. Alright. See what we got here. Down here. See how we can remember to grab them pliers, right? Not sure what I'm gonna attach it to though when we test drive this hot rod. We'll figure it out. Pt2. Alright, so wasn't much of a video. That was a Poulan Pro. I believe it's a 24-inch. We went ahead and put a new motor on it. There's the original motor. Did get it to run, but it's got obnoxiously amount of blow-by. I'm pretty sure that engine can be salvaged. I'm going to try. I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it. But all these parts I got for this motor, I've been like 4 or 5 months waiting for them. That's why I just bought the motor for that thing instead of actually getting the parts to fix it, because it was actually quicker. And I wanted it up and ready to be used. So I think that's about all I'm gonna do for today. Thank you for watching, and we're going to call it a night. Go ahead and spend some time with the fam. You guys have a good one.